Hi, it's George here, EI 7 Kilo Oscar. Back on the old wheels again. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to mix up a bit of bondo. And don't ask me why I call it bondo. Everybody calls it filler in this part of the world, but I don't know. I guess I watch an awful lot of American stuff on cars being repaired, and I have done for years. I just kind of got in the habit of calling it bondo because that's what they call it. Now, we don't need a whole pile. You can mix it on a piece of cardboard or a piece of wood or whatever. I like to use a tile because you can come back and when it's gone off, and you can scrape it off with one of those Stanley blade doodads. Okay, so that's all I'm going to use for now. And you need to put some hardener in it. So you see the amount of filler we have there. That's about all the hardener you want. The general rule of thumb is a golf ball to a pea, and then you mix it through. You put too much hardener in, you won't have an awful lot of time to work with it. Right, so when it's kind of all the one colour like that, you're good to go. Now, on something like this, you can rub it in with your fingers because you're not putting in an awful lot. Doesn't matter if you have excess. Get out, dog. Go on. Bloody dogs. Come in here and they piss on the floor. They never get to come in here. But what was I saying? Doesn't matter if you have excess like what you see here, because you're going to be sanding 90% of it away. Don't be afraid to go all the way around the rim, because there will be little nicks and dings there. The weather's mild now. This is going off very, very fast, even though there's very little hardener in it. You can feel it. Nick there. How you get a nick in there is beyond me. The beauty of doing it with your finger like this is you can put it exactly where you want it. You won't get it like that with the spreader. The spreader is designed for big flat surfaces, like a wing or a door or whatever the case may be. You see people telling you the alloy wheel filler. Massive lumps are gone out of the rim, yeah, because it's got alloy in it. One there, one there. As I say, you can sand most of this stuff away, so it doesn't matter if you're a little on the liberal side with it. A couple of little marks there now. Because this is so thin where I'm putting it in, it's not going to take an awful lot of rubbing to get it out of there. You just be careful with the grit of sandpaper that you use, because you don't want to sand it all out. The idea is that you just want to sand away what's excess on the surface, and the filler that's in the imperfection stays there. Okay, I think we're good. So need to let that go off, and which won't take long. It's gone hard almost on my finger there. So we'll let that go off, and we'll sand that. About an hour later, and the filler is gone off. And how you check is you stick your thumbnail in there. If it doesn't leave an imprint, you're good to go. Okay, so after all that, what we end up with is like here, you just barely have the amount of filler left in the scratches. Now, as I said, it's not fully finished, but it's all very smooth. You can see it kind of fairly well there. This is just the filler left in the scratch. So we sanded away like 99% of it. So there's the rim now. So that looks a lot better than it did. Still some sanding left in it though. I'd like to try and remove as much of this silver as I can. So I'd carry on with that, but we'll leave it there for this video. So I've got 2 more to go, so I don't think I'll bother. I just wanted to show you one of them, kind of the ins and outs of what's involved. The other 2 aren't as bad. That one's not too bad. And my shed is a wreck. This one is more curb rash now than anything, so but that'll all sand out fairly quick. A lot of it looks worse than it is because when the rim gets scratched, all the paint and the primer kind of gets bunched up on the edge, so it tends to look worse than it is. So 2 more of them to go, I suppose the next time you'll be back, I'll probably have all 4 of them. I'll have all 4 to this stage, and the backs of them cleaned. The back of that one done there. So we'll have that done on all 4, and I suppose the next stage after that will be to etch prime them, and maybe a couple of coats of high build primer, and give them a good rub down then, and any imperfections that's left, you'll see them a lot more easily once the primer is applied. So anyway, we'll leave it there for this one, and we'll get you again. Thanks for watching. If you're new, be sure to hit the subscribe button, and we'll get you again. This is George, EI 7 Kilo Oscar. Bye bye.